Hello everybody, my name is RPG and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force 3. It's finally time for the March on Aspia, and we've got a few things to have a look at today. We've got the Aspinia Soldier, which is the Saraban Soldier but with more stats basically. We've got the Giant Armors, which we saw in Chapter 6, I want to say, of Scenario 1. They were pretty nasty. We've got the Mega Loaders, which we saw back in Chapter 3, I think, and they were quite powerful then. Two more of these Priests with Tornado 4, which is unpleasant, to say the least. And we've got Jade over here, who's the boss. If we hadn't saved Garrosh, Jade would be joining us here. He's a brass gunner, I'm pretty sure, in his little tank. I think there might be another brass gunner that joins one of the parties. I'm not 100% sure. We've also got Emperor Domeric, who actually he's got pretty good stats on a giant sword, so that's kind of cool. General Rogan, who's got better stats and a bigger sword. And we've got all these Royal Guards. So I was under the impression Fiderit would be here, but I'm assuming that Rogan is taking the place of Fiderit. I juggled the party around ever so slightly, and it doesn't really seem to have made much difference. I tried to get it so that it seems to add Garrosh and Zero into the party regardless of what you do. I'm assuming Zero is like a 13th party member, and Garrosh seems to just get put in no matter what you do. So at the end of this fight, I will probably be taking Garrosh back out for Arthur, because he's not here. What level is Zero? Zero is level 5. I can work with that. I can work with that quite well, actually. He's going to be a bit squishy, a little bit tricky to work with, but it shouldn't be too hard to give him a kill or two. I was actually genuinely a little bit pleased when I went down and looked through the levels of characters, because apart from Median, who's 10... Oh, there are Harpies over here, great. Apart from Median, who's level 10, Campbell and Synthesis are both level 8, and everyone else made it to level 7. So we got like a really nice, even split of levels. Oh, apart from Hera as well. But she's going to be on the bench. Yeah, Hera will be, because I'm using 13 at the minute. So Hera will be taking Zero's place, other way around. And Arthur will be taking Garrosh's place, I think. And after that, I think that's the 12 I'm using to the end of the game. So this one should be relatively straightforward. Obviously the desert terrain there is going to slow us down somewhat. Especially the... Oh, hang on, I forgot about this. Especially the Centaur... Well, Cadbral. He's the only Centaur unit I brought with me. It looks like these guys are going to just reinforce the upper route. Kind of like the northern. So, we have to protect Domeric, which, that's not really a huge deal. It makes the battles a little bit slower, because I have to wait for like 7 other actions that usually don't do anything. But, it just means I have to be a bit more mindful of where he goes. So I was planning to just cut straight across the map. But if he's going to charge straight north into those soldiers, he's in for a really, really bad time. So I'm going to have to just do what I can to try and bait him forwards. Or to bait as many enemies this way as I can. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it means I avoid this bit of desert, so can't be too bad. Oh, the one that I picked up, while I remember to talk about it, the guide called it the Wand of Cadas, and I thought to myself, oh, that's an interesting sounding wand. Don't think I've ever heard that before. Maybe this has got a summon spell that's quite rare or hard to get. No, it was a Wendigo wand. So, Edvard's got the Wendigo wand equipped now. I can't remember if it gives her more... I don't think it gives her more attack than the Volcano one did, but it gave her like 6 more defense, so... In the interest of trying to keep her not dead, I think buffing her defense up a little bit is the way to go. It's a shame, because I reckon Arthur would have had a much better time in this fight with that new halberd. But, I'm not allowed to bring him, seemingly. I don't know why I wouldn't get rid of Hedvar. Not Hedvar, Hera. I'm going to do this until I get rid of one of them. Like, I even engineered it in such a way that Hera was in the last slot. And it just wouldn't take her out. But what can you do? So I'm trying to use Robbie and Rock to, like, prevent them from moving, basically. That's my plan. I can't remember exactly how many battles Domeric is going to be with me. I have the sneaking suspicion that it's like 3 or 4. I'm pretty sure it's at least 4. For better or for worse. Right, you're a really, really big boy, and I don't want you to kill anyone. Same for you. I also don't even want you to soften anyone up. I want to rely entirely on my new guys. So I'm not so sure this is a great idea. But I want to cast Tornado 3. It does some pretty good damage, actually. Nice. That was a really solid level up, apart from the complete lack of MP gain. But it'll do. It'll do. I'll take it. So, how many people are going to melee this thing? You know, can smack it. Maybe we'll get the laser beam. No, we get the epilepsy flash instead. You know, actually, that did substantially more damage than I expected. Right then, so does the one give you Wendigo too? No, it doesn't. It does not. Okay. If I do this, this guy is dead. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable move. This is basically Headland's job. End worlds. Nice. Hey, she gained 2 HP for a change. And she got freeze 3. So if I really need to, like, blast a group, a big group, and not have the damage split at range, that's a nice option. I am not really hugely happy about doing this. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. Right, Zero is gonna suck, I think. Until I can get him a new sword. There's no two ways about it. Right, that probably killed the soldier. I'm less scared about the guy with the axe. Well, mace, technically, but because it's not effective against... Well, I mean, it is effective. It'd be effective against David, so this is a bit of a dumb move, but... While it's one enemy, it's not too much of a big deal. David's damage is really starting to fall behind too. But again, a lot of it is just because he doesn't have a good weapon. At least Garrosh is there to mop it up. The armor's worth a lot of XP, actually. That's worth noting. So Medion's taken some damage. Not enough to really care about, but... Right, I've got to be careful about those enemies approaching from the side. Because the last thing I want is to engage... like the 2 packs at once. Because although I'm making relatively simple work of them... there's still very much still the possibility that if I got ganged up on, I'd have characters die. Just because my characters are strong doesn't mean I should become complacent. And to be honest, like, outside of Medion, they're not that strong. Like, they are strong, don't get me wrong, a lot of them, but Medion is the one that's really broken, so I shouldn't be using him as the baseline. Ah, not finally, a special for Rock. His third one. So if I go and park you, like, here... I mean, he's very effective as a meat shield at this point. I don't for 1 minute believe I'm going to need too much healing on this one. In fact, there's very little... in fact, there's no AoE damage. The only thing that could conceivably AoE would be the High Priest choosing to use Tornado 2 or 3. And I think the chance of that is actually quite low. So the Harpies I'm a little concerned about. So we'll have Bernard and Garrosh hang back to deal with those. Hazuki can actually help with that too, to be honest. Right, I figured this is what would happen. But it's going to take him a really long time to get him down to like a lethal amount of health. I imagine the Megaload is going to shoot him too. But this is fine. This is the job that I need him to do at this point. I've made him this invincible. I'm still not 100% certain that there's not going to be like a really nasty ambush that I'm not expecting. But if there isn't an ambush, then after the last like the last chapter and a half, to be honest, have all been really, really tough, grueling battles. So a nice breather one makes a nice change. Good, you only take one from those. So all the damage he's taken is just from the weapons being effective against swords. He's not going to kill either of those anyway. Actually, to be fair, he could have with a special. He didn't special, so it's irrelevant, but... So I do sort of need to get him a heal. But I don't think it's that urgent just yet. Oh, you're already level 8. I don't want you to do anything. No, this is my best move, I think. That almost kills the soldier. Cripples the tank. I want Zero to get a kill. Zero can probably kill that. But the Megaloader behind it is a serious concern. Or Zero can kill the Megaloader. I think he'll be able to reach. Yeah, go there. So, I'm not 100% sold on this, because there's soldiers can hit him. And if he doesn't kill this, I'm in trouble. Right, I'm in trouble. Like, as soon as I did that, I knew the AI was going to shaft me. Like, literally the minute I even tried to do it. I knew. I just knew. Bernard and Garrosh need to kill these. Between the two of them, they should only get hit by one move. Yeah, I'm in real trouble. Like, I don't... You can maybe kill it, but if you don't... I'll try this. Nah, never mind. Should have hit anything for 1, I think. At least these two have got the harpy situation under control. Right, in theory, Zero is completely protected from... He's protected from the soldiers. They'd all much rather stab Median, who is sort of starting to approach the point where I should think about healing him. Right, the Mega Loader will probably shoot Zero. It's not going to hit him for 34. It's just not. But he says, and is now somewhat internally debating whether or not it will. We'll see. Okay, it's just going to shoot Median again. Right, so I'm going to leave it alive, and this time maybe Zero can not screw up hitting a tank. We'll have to see what the Harpy goes for too. I still need to get to those enemies as well. Right, this might kill this one if I get a special. Just about, I think. Just about. Oh, actually, if I'm not careful, you're going to get hit by Tornado 4. But it only does 30. Only. Someone that's level 7 definitely will get an attack before you do. Before they get a turn. I think Azuki's due a new weapon as well. I think I'm actually going to use a big heal. Just to make sure you're topped back up. So no matter how many soldiers stab you, you're probably fine. Right, you do just go straight for Domeric. You probably don't do 40 damage to him. Okay, that's a lot more damage than I was expecting, though. So we'll deal with this. Now, oh, Drain Arrow, good. Now, regardless of what Garrosh does, he's going to level, which is good. But it would be nice if you could use a special and actually kill it. Oh. Zero. Zero, please. That'll do it. Whew. I will probably heal. I should probably heal Domeric. Not a bad level there for Garrosh. Right, David. One of these soldiers is really low. This one. The people that are using old weapons, it's really showing. I'm glad they can't crit. I'm sure they'd only add like 3 or 4 damage, but still. Yeah, you can heal Domeric. Okay. Didn't see that coming. It's a pretty good thing I've just given her that defensive increase. Interesting. He's not weak to wind. No, he... In fact, he resists it more than Median does. Interesting tactical decision. Oh, now I'm a little bit worried about whether or not that will kill Hedva. Yeah, I'm not taking the chance. Sorry, Zero. Now, I don't really want to, but I think I need to just one-shot that High Priest. That's what needs to be done here. Yeah, sorry to all the other people that need XP. Please use Centurion, and please don't be an instant death. 58 on a non-crit. Absolutely ridiculous. I could use Synthesis to soften them up, but... In fact, I will, actually. This will hit them both for about 30. I think. Oh, nice! The second golem level 2 is he throws the boulder instead of doing the ground pound. That's really cool. So I can help out here as well by... Yeah, we'll use level 2. Zero can't do 9 damage. I'm pretty sure. He could with a special, but the chance of him doing a special is... I'm not optimistic. Is it possible for me to not one-shot that guy with one of her spells? That's 37. 21. It'll leave him on 18. Someone else can shoot him. David and Zero, maybe. Oh, or I could do 29 and leave him on 10. Okay. Right. You need to heal. And I think, slightly wasteful, I'm going to do it this way around. So I heal Hedva as well, and then Hera can heal Domeric. Because if he dies, it's a bad time. No, leave that guy. Right, 0. You need to hit that guy for 10. Or this guy for... I don't think you can kill either of these. I really don't. But I'm prepared to let you try, is the important thing. Do a special. This might do it. Hooray! 0 killed someone! And he didn't level off it. But if he manages to kill anyone else, he definitely will. No. So 0 can't fail to kill that guy. Is what I'm going to take away from that. Well, I mean, he can fail to kill that guy if he blocks. Which is possible. We've seen it happen once already. Right, you actually need to heal the Emperor. I don't really want to, but I'd rather be on the safe side. Because royalty is frail. Actually, that's a lie. Median is anything but frail. But some royalty is frail. Robbie, regrettably, can't reach. Domric really badly wants to get himself killed, it seems. I mean, maybe his battle plan is to be grievously injured while on Republican soil so he can sue? Like the already impoverished nation. And then they obviously won't be able to pay. And they'll have to give him all of their money. And then they won't have any money, so they'll have to give up their... I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. It's a stupid idea. Either way, he shouldn't even be in this combat. I'm hoping I haven't accidentally baited the boss. You need to get healed again. I probably should kill that Megaloader though. Thinking about it. Right, 0. Come on. Oh, so you do 7 to that guy. Okay, that was a good level up. That was a good level up. If we could just get him like a good sword, he'd be more than fine. Yeah, I don't want to risk having it alive. Well, that wasn't what I expected to happen. I thought David would be able to kill that. But it's a good job we got Robbie then, isn't it? It's really annoying that almost all of that damage is just from the fact that it's a halberd. I guarantee if it used like a formula where it was like double or 50% bonus of his base attack stat, it would still hit for 1. But alas, it's not to be. Right, Robbie proves that he's a better robot than a tank. Good. You know, I should have left that guy on 1 health. For 0. Doesn't matter. Luckily, it doesn't look like those guys are going to do anything until I move up. And now that I've officially engaged them... Oh, I could just use you to blast them both again. But no one else can really follow up. Like, the people that actually need the XP won't be close enough to do anything, so... we will actually fall back. Well, I say fall back, not fall back, fall back. We will create some space. So that I'll have room to maneuver, and I mean, I know there's no mages. Well, I mean, there's that one guy. I've put everyone in like a perfect checkerboard formation apart from Zero. He could have hit like a whole bunch of people there and he just chose not to. Incredible. I guess he realised he was just running forth to his own doom. Robbie, you really need to learn a new special. Not only because it's going to good level up this time. If not nothing else, because the level up is going to make you learn... increase your stats. Let's get Median up here. Actually, no, I don't want you to hit anyone. You know, actually, I've made an error. I've made a bit of a blunder there. Because, in doing so, these guys can no longer reach Median. I keep forgetting he's got 8 movement now. And the fact that they can't reach him doesn't sound like a huge problem. Really, but... essentially what that means is... they don't have like a good target to swing at. So who they actually go for now, I don't know. Right, if it's Zero's turn next, he can't kill this soldier. But he can leave it pretty low. If he gets a special, he might kill it, actually. It's going to drop him pretty low. Headland's really grown on me as a unit. She's like Noon, but good, basically. Right, so you need to do 18 to him or 14 to him. Because of the damage bonus, I think you're actually more likely to do 18 to this guy. Special. Oh, this might do it. Just about. Zero, you legend. I think I can afford to have that one guy run semi-amok. Mostly because David can help out. He won't be able to kill it unless he specials. But Zero can. It's funny, like, I mean, to be honest, I did sit down with the intent that I'd try and catch Zero up, but after the kerfuffle we had with that one Mega Loader, like, he's done a good job, actually. He's catching up really well. I'm proud of you, Zero. You know, and Hera's actually alright as well. Support is a good spell. Actually, Campbell can cast support too, and I just haven't bothered at all yet. Yeah, I assumed you go for Hedva. There must be some sort of rhyme or reason to its targeting there, that Hedva's got the lowest health, I think. Right, apart from like that one Mega Loader that's really slowly making his way over, I've just got to take out the boss. I'm probably going to cheese it and have Medium one-shot it. Which, I mean, I feel dirty doing it. Kinda. But, you know, the alternative is that someone might die. Everyone else can barely survive that Tornado 4. And coupled with the boss probably hurts if it hits someone. Finally. Yeah, the boss probably hurts. And the giant mace guy will hurt as well. It's just going to be a bad time for everyone involved. Nice one, Zero. Another really good, solid level up. And we'll just have to bring down this last Mega Loader. With a bit of luck, I can maybe get David to kill the armor guy. Oh, she's at full. Domeric's been actually, you know, not a huge pain in the ass in this one. That changes things. So these things have been shooting at Median for one, and Bernard is actually a pretty tanky guy. But that was a lot. Right, how about you don't cast Tornado 4? He is so dead. $64. I'm unsure about where the enemy are going to move to. I mean, fortunately, we've got a Udo on hand to just fix that. But yeah, I don't want... If you hit Bernard for 13, I don't think you would do 34 to 0, but it'd be a lot. Between the three of them, I think they can take it down though before it takes a turn. He says sorta hopefully. So I actually want Headland to blow up one of those guys, except I'm gonna wait. Because if I push her forward, she might get herself killed. That would have been a really good time for a special Bernard. Oh, he's got 3 range. Right. That looks awesome. I kind of wish I got Jade and not Garrosh. But I'm sure there'll be another one. I'm sure there's another. Oh! I didn't think that was going to do 20 damage. I'm delighted. Right. Now we can safely end the fight. I mean, not that we couldn't end it safely before I killed that Mega Loader, but you know how it is. No survivors. Or as few survivors as possible. And most everyone now is level 8, so... That would have been a bad time for a regret hit. I'm going to put you there to draw fire. I don't think this is going to one-shot this guy, but he's going to leave him so low that I think David can finish him very easily. I'm delighted that this is a summon. I didn't even know this was a summon. I mean, I probably got the spell before and just forgot, pretty much, but... Benefits of, like, only playing the game once and actually playing it probably like a solid 6 or 7 years ago now. You forget. I mean, I don't think I will ever forget anything from Scenario 1, but I played Scenario 1 casually, like 3... No. Casually, like 4 times now. 5, in fact. And I've speedrun it once as well, so I'm unlikely to ever forget anything from those. From there. But it's nice to still be surprised by this. Like, I'm semi-following a walkthrough for this as I go. Just to make sure that I don't miss any, like, cool items in towns and things. But I don't look at the battle stuff. And like, even then, knowing, like, knowing the items and stuff, it still catches me by surprise. I'm sorry, what? So you went from 4 damage with a regular swing to that nonsense. Rock can just have this kill. At least we finally got Mega Wheel. Very respectable damage. So, I mean... I don't want to kill him with Median. So we'll chip him down. This might kill him, it might not. We'll see. That was a kind of a weak level up. Not that, you know... he needs any more raw power. Let's also spark him. Since this can have this kill. I don't really feel like faffing around trying to get it onto like David or Zero. Not when I've seen how much damage you can do to Median. Okay, I will cut this one here because we've got a little bit of a scene and it's a shame for Garrosh. So I'll put this in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you next time.